Witam widzów kanału LewusLoL 2. To jest film odnośnie zmian i wszystkiego, co przyniesie następny sezon. Zobaczymy sobie teraz tutaj na żywo i zareagujemy niczym Nerwarien. Zero cięć, zero niczego, a sportowe podsumowanie oczywiście będzie na shortsie, jeżeli się zmieszczę, i na TikToku. Więc zobaczmy. Na początku tutaj chłopaki pokazują parę sobie tych przerzutek, jak opowiadali wiele razy, co się dzieje, że Faker wygrał Worldsy, że Rookie wygrał Worldsy. No taki throwback chyba. Oj, że arena została dodana już w sumie coraz bliżej do końca areny, parę jeszcze dni. Będzie arena dostępna i to się skończy. Huey, nowy champion, rework Aureliona. Takie chłodne podsumowanie chyba tego, co parę ostatnich lat dla nas przyniosło. No ale przejdźmy już do tego, co nas czeka. Sezon 2.24. O, jako że ktoś nie jest z Polski, to... dobra, nie ma napisów, będą po angielsku.
And I'm Jeremy, aka Right Brightman. Welcome back.
O, i mam
We
YouTube
hope you all had a
Premium,
wonderful
więc
and
włączę
happy
wam
holiday season.
Premium.
And we're really excited to welcome you to season
Daj trochę
2024.
ciszej.
Now, we're
Cześć,
filming
miło.
this video in early November, so anything that happens between now and the start of the season won't be covered in this video. Today, we're going to be joined by more folks from across the league team to talk about some of the things coming in 2024, like
Okay.
ranked updates, new champions,
Czyli
some
nowe jakieś
information about
rzeczy.
Season 2, and some updates on esports.
Now, before we get started,
Będzie
don't
różnych
forget
gości
that
od
when you
ziutków
jump
gadało.
into a game in 5 days, Summoner's Rift is going to look and feel a little bit different. Get ready
To
for
prawda.
some new objectives,
Ja
map changes, and
nie mogę się
updates
trochę
to the
doczekać,
core
ale
item
trochę się
system.
tego boję, bo tak wszystko
And
zostanie
as a
wrzucone do góry
reminder,
nogami.
Season Start Cinematic is going to be releasing next week on January 10th.
Ale tutaj przerzutek na różnych programistów i innych świrów, którzy ciężko pracują. I zaczynamy od zmian
Hey
rankedowych.
everyone, I'm Matthew Long Harrison, the lead gameplay designer for League. I wanted to take a moment to talk to you all about some of our thoughts on ranked,
Ciekawe, jakie elo
some
ma
of
ten
our
człowiek.
learnings from the changes we made last year, and what we want to do this year to help make your climbs better for season 2024. Last year, we
Okay.
added Emerald tier and increased LP gains.
Szczerze, Emerald tragiczny, że go dodali. Wszystko rozwalił. LP gainy są teraz naprawdę zepsute. Albo dostajesz plus 30, albo minus 30, plus 20. Co chwilę to zmieniają. Ludzie z Emeralda nie mogą wyjść. Naprawcie to.
To help alleviate any pain from increasing the number of rank resets each year. And while we've seen an overall increase in match quality, there were
I tak samo zmiana tego, że jest reset w połowie sezonu, nie podoba mi się. I big no, nie polecam. Nie wiem, co wy o tym myślicie.
some side effects that moved us away from where we want to take ranked. We've seen much larger differences in visible ranks in games, meaning many of you saw players with different ranks in your matches, like a plat player in a silver game.
To
So
prawda.
we're making some
I też
focused
wydaje mi się, że
improvements on how
nie
the
ma
rank system
zbyt dużej
evaluates players'
różnicy
skill
pomiędzy
to reduce these situations.
Silverem a Platyną.
These changes will be going live when you start your rank climb next week. The changes should help resolve some other pain points, such as losing more LP than you gain, even with a positive ranked win rate overall. And also help with differentiating between Smurf accounts and new players. As always, we'll be
Więc
closely
ciekawe, jak to
monitoring these
naprawią,
changes,
bo to
as
nie jest
well
takie
as your
proste,
feedback
szczerze,
to make
tak mi się
adjustments as
wydaje.
needed. Best of luck in your climbs, and welcome to season 2024.
Najlepsze co było, tak było elo. Nie było żadnych tam promocji, żadnych super dywizji, przeskakiwania. Po prostu miałeś elo, punkty się zgadzały i wszystko było G. Dobra, nawet
Hi
czempiony.
everyone, I'm Lexi
ale
Gao, aka
miła pani.
Lexical, the Champions team lead.
And I'm Soap May, also known as Soapbox, production lead on the Champions team.
We've been working on Skarner's update for a while now.
Wow!
And we've been polishing
Wreszcie
it up.
naprawiałem Skarnera? Czy to jest ten rework, który miał być już 5 lat temu? No way!
To be ready for his big day. Meanwhile, he's getting ready
Ale
for some fun
obrzydliwy.
too. Last time we talked about Skarner, we showed his gameplay, but we never really talked about his lore.
Skarner was a founding member of the Unitol, where he
Dobra, tak szczerze, czy jest chociaż jedna osoba, która ogląda ten film, która daje jakikolwiek cień jebania o to, jaka jest historia tych postaci i że Garen pieprzył się z Lux w Demacji? Nie wiem, napiszcie w komentarzu.
helped guide and shape Ishtal into the prospering region it is now. He is, however, very suspicious of the outside world and believes
Jaki
that
kamieniołomien.
Ishtal should be isolated to be
Taki-
safe. And he will not hesitate
Kurde,
to
jakby
run down
kamieniem
intruders
walił.
to keep it that way.
Okay.
We're currently finishing up Skarner's VGU, and we can't wait for you to skitter across the rift in the first half of the year.
Dziwnie wygląda.
After Skarner, we're working on 2 other champion updates.
Proszę, nie
First
niszcie mi
one is
żadnego
for a
czempiona.
champion we haven't talked about before, but plays a pretty big role in a show that maybe you heard about. Arcane. We
Echo?
want to bring their arcane version to the Rift with updated visuals and VO, while also giving some love to their gameplay. You can expect to see them early next year after the second season is over. As for what comes after the arcane-inspired VGU, we're excited to announce that we'll finally be tackling Shyvana.
She has a great theme and has become an
Timo
iconic
Szywanka
part
jest
of the league
spoko.
roster. Thus, we're thinking about refining and progressing who she is and tuning up her gameplay instead of a complete overhaul on her narrative and themes. Think more Udyr and less Skarner. But we want to be transparent about her timeline. Shyvana's VGU will not be released until 2025 after the Arcane VGU.
A to zajebiście powiedzieli, co
now
zrobią
on
za
to
rok.
the new champions.
Tak, to jest jak
We've
jest
been
big
teasing-
korporacja. W 2011 roku to nie mówili, co będzie za tydzień, a jeszcze nawet nie zaczęli nad tym pracować. A tu już pewnie wszystko jest zrobione, a wychodzi dopiero za rok. Cholera, te wielkie pieniądze niszczą korporacje i dobrych chłopaków, co pracują z pasji.
Cute, small ADC that will be swooping into the Rift soon. Meet Smolder, the fiery fledgling.
Okej, nowy smog
Look at
jakiś?
the cute little son.
No, milutki.
Oh, it's a dragon! Run away!
Ale se strzela. Wow.
At least I didn't end up in a tree again. Hi, I'm Smolder. Oh, my mom says hi too. Who's the best dragon? I'm the best dragon. Hey, Mom, what are the fire thingies next to my ears called? Oh, okay.
Okej.
Was that me? Whoa.
Wygląda ciekawie. Z tego co wiem, to ma być AD Carry. Się będzie skalował nieźle, nie? Ej! Zajebiście to wygląda.
Hey, where'd everybody go? Oh yeah! Did you see that, Mom? I smoked them! Fine.
One of the goals we had for Smolder was to make a straightforward ADC. As all of the recent ADCs we've released are high skill champs or very non-traditional. Aphelios, Samira, Zeri, Neela. We want to fulfill the fantasy of a little dragon who can focus on honing his fire-breathing skills.
And while Smolder may be working on his skills, his mom is never too far in the distance and is always ready
Ta
to
pani
make
daje mi
an
jakiś
appearance when
dziwny
he
vibe.
needs her the most.
After Smolder, we'll be heading further north to cool off from all that dragon
A
fire.
ten ziomek po prawej
Our Vestalion
wygląda jak taki budżetowy G-Easy. Opinia?
solo laner is someone we've been wanting to bring to the Rift for a while, but the last time we tried that development took a bit of a detour and we ended up with Silas.
But not to worry, the champions team is back on the case and is focusing on making a new mid-range mage. We
Okay.
have another champion in the works who
Fajnie, kolejny
should be a
midlaner.
familiar face
Huey,
to all of
banger.
you. But we're gonna hand things
I w ogóle mam taką samą tapetę na wygaszacz ekranu jak ten pan tam po prawej. Pozdro domyślny Windows.
over to Riot Brightmoon and Meddler to talk a little bit more about our new upcoming champion.
W ogóle kolejna ciekawostka to są krzesła chyba Steelcase albo Herman Miller i kosztują 6000 zł. A każdy w tym rejocie takie ma.
Last year, we shared that Arcane Season 2 would be releasing globally this November.
No way,
Everyone at
Arcane!
Riot is really excited by the show, and we've been inspired to bring Arcane into game more. We're excited to show you a small preview of one of the things the League team's been working on. So the first bit of Arcane you'll be seeing in League will be Ambessa Madara. She'll bring Noxian domination to the Rift. And much like how she is in the show, she won't be for the faint of heart in game. Don't let her large stature fool you though. She brings both strength and speed, sidestepping attacks with surprising agility.
And Ambessa's only the
Ciekawe.
first piece of Arcane coming to League this year. To celebrate Arcane Season 2, we'll
Jakiś
have
game mode?
Arcane-inspired gameplay and a new VGU, new skins, as well as a few other surprises.
Wow, nowe skiny!
I'm
Brawo!
so excited for the new season. I hope you are too. Can we show them a clip? Maybe just one?
Okay, one, but just a short one.
Ale ciemno, to nie zepsuło się nic. Po prostu tak jest. Singed! Okej, napełna krwią swoje pole. Nie wiem, czy Singed był w Arcane, bo szczerze obejrzałem tylko jeden odcinek, który mogłem obejrzeć na streamie, jak były dropy. Ale w porządeczku. No, fajnie. Champion Mastery. Zapomniałem przecież
Hey
z takiego
everyone, I'm
istnienia.
Evan Humphreys, aka Riot Revenancer, the lead
Ale
system
ludzie
designer
bardzo
for our
się
motivations team. We're responsible for
wymierają.
creating and maintain the various systems around the game like loot, honor, and champion mastery, which is what I'm here to talk to you all about today.
Ten pan jest bardzo miły.
Champions
Podoba
are the
mi się
most
już.
central part of League, and we love the dedication that a lot of you have to your mains. We want mastering champions to be a meaningful experience that lets you differentiate more between players who play champions some and players who play them a ton. So,
Ciekawy
we're
klip
uncapping
wygrali.
the leveling system and letting you show off exactly how much you play your favorite champions. Levels 7 through 10 will unlock new versions of the Mastery emote, and after that, we'll add an evolving number that displays your total Mastery level from 11 and beyond. And don't worry,
Wow.
your current champion Mastery points will carry over to the new system. So if you've already grinded to Mastery 7 on your main, there's no need to do it again. And those of you with enough Mastery points will end up at even higher levels. We'll be back again as we get closer to launch in the first half of the year
No
with more
spoko.
info on this
Bo
updated
teraz szczerze nie
system.
było żadnego rozróżnienia pomiędzy tymi, który miałeś level, ile punktów. O, mam taką samą klawiaturę i myszkę jak ten pan.
Hey everyone, I'm Eduardo
O, nowy
Cadmus
mood?
Cortejoso,
Mode,
and I'm a
mode?
team lead for game modes on League of Legends.
Hi,
Proszę,
I'm
Ascension
Selena,
niech wróci.
TT Train Leo, the
Ascension.
delivery lead on the most team.
So last year, we released Arena and we received a huge amount of support from all of you. We brought it back in December to test out some changes and make some improvements. We're happy to share, though, that it's coming back again in the first half of this year with even more improvements.
Fajnie.
Our
Arena
goal
i
for the next
Banger.
iteration of Arena is to increase champion diversity, improve game-to-game variance, and foster even more experimentation. One of our favorite parts of Arena is the ability to play some fun and wacky combinations that wouldn't and maybe shouldn't work in Summoner's Rift. So we want to encourage that with some more targeted changes to gameplay and game balance. The biggest change you'll see is that we're increasing the number of teams from 4 teams of 2 to 8 teams of 2, for a total of 16 players in each game of Arena, making Arena a 2v2, v2, 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 v2.
Ciekawe, jak dużo to
This
zmienia.
means that you'll face different teams more often, have
sumie
more
spoko.
chances at redemption, and
Wcześniej było
maybe
tak, że
get
po
out
prostu
early or
rolowali
crush
na
the
tych samych.
competition if you're really doing well.
You can also expect to see some new augments, new maps, and some other improvements that we're still right now exploring.
Fajnie.
Outside of
To mi się
Arena, we
podoba.
are also bringing back more game modes this year.
Ascension,
First, we'll be back
Ascension.
in the new year, and then we'll be
Może być.
following that up with One for All.
Okej,
We'll be sure
fajnie.
to update you later in the year about what modes are going to come out after that.
Fajnie. Zrobimy sobie trochę
and
kontentu
one
na
last
LewusLoL
thing.
2.
Even with all the work happening on Arena last year,
Ascension,
we still have
Ascension,
something
Ascension,
else cooking
Ascension.
behind the scenes.
We're experimenting with yet another new mode that, like Arena, will be a totally
Jeden
different
na jeden,
take
jeden
on
na jeden.
core League gameplay.
Jeden na jeden.
But unlike Arena, this will be a little bit more of a chill way to spend time with your friends. We don't want to spoil too much yet, so we'll be back later this year to share more.
Good luck,
No dobra,
have
czekamy.
fun, and we'll see you in ARAM, Arena, Earth, OFA, and TBD.
Spoko. Anti-cheat! Naprawiałem już nie będzie
Last year, we spent
skrypterów?
some time behind the scenes working on updating League's anti-cheat and bot
Cholera,
detection
to trzeba
software,
szybko nagrać film o
as their current
skrypterach.
version had fallen behind the times. This was compounded by the security breach earlier in the year, which increased our vulnerability to botting and cheating. And a pretty consistent piece of feedback that we've been hearing from you all is the high number of bots in games, disrupted smurfs in ranked, and an increase in scripting. We know this has been a consistent
Dobrze.
pain point in League, so it's been something we've been working on fixing.
Naprawcie drop hack.
One of our
hack.
goals this year is to maintain and improve the competitive integrity in all of your league games, whether it's in ranked or normals, Clash, Arena, whatever. So in late February or early March, we're bringing Vanguard to League. Vanguard is our
Jezu.
proprietary anti-cheat and anti-botting software that's been active in
No to
Valorant
gówno co w
since the
Valorancie.
beginning.
Trzeba resetować
We've
komputer
seen
jak
a huge amount of
pobierasz.
success in their ability to catch and
Siruta
stop cheaters in
hakuje.
our games. And we expect to see similar results when we implement it in League.
Similar to Valorant's version of Vanguard, leagues will run at the kernel level. This is becoming standard for strong anti-cheat software in gaming, as cheat and bot makers are quick to adapt. If you don't run at this level, they will, and thereby evade all of the anti-cheat software as a result. Now, Vanguard offers us the ability to catch bots and cheaters as
No
quickly and
dobra,
effectively as
niech
possible.
będzie. Niech
It
hakują
also gives us the
Mirusa.
opportunity to do things like hardware ban offenders and terminate matches in which a cheater is detected. You know, refunding loss of LP for everybody except the person cheating, of course.
Now, we know that there's a question and concern of data privacy around kernel-level anti-cheat. This is something that came up with Vanguard and Valorant as well, and we want to take
No
a moment to
właśnie,
tackle those
ten
concerns
będzie miał moje
upfront.
dane?
Vanguard does
Chiński
not
rząd?
collect or process any personal
No
information
wiadomo, nikt nic
differently
nie
from our
zbiera.
current anti-cheat software. We don't need or want to know anything more about you or your machine other than what is necessary to maintain integrity
No
when
dobra.
playing our games. Now, if you already
Niech
have
mają
Vanguard
moje
installed
informacje.
because you've played Valorant, you won't need to do anything else and you can continue as normal. But if you haven't, starting in a few weeks, you'll be required to install Vanguard in order to play League.
We know that this may be a meaningful change,
Okej.
but we're very confident it will lead to an overall better League experience for everyone. We'll be sure to communicate with you all as the changes go live and to let you know how things are going afterwards. All right, we're going to hand things back off to the dev team now for an update on some of the skins coming to League this year.
Dobra, Ferancik.
trying to craft
Nowe
things
skiny.
and
Na to
just
czekamy.
you can't have any kind of
Proszę.
stretch locations in like the thighs.
Jakiś ładny skin do Kasadina.
Hey everyone, I'm Stephanie, 100-Piece Nuggets Leong, the skins team lead.
And I'm Thomas Ranby, aka Riot.
I'm Stephanie,
czekaj.
100-Piece Nuggets Leong.
Czy ona ma ksywkę 100 części Chikinagi? Ciekawe. Ciekawe, czy jakby miała podjąć 100 Chicken Nuggets challenge, to by dała radę. Nie ma szans. 50 już ledwo da się coś zjeść. Nie polecam jak coś. I tamten pan pracuje na stojąco. Dobra, to ja będę tak jak on. Stajemy, widzowie.
And I'm Thomas Ranby, aka
Ale
Riot
agresywny
Pilot,
jest ten
the
materiał
content
na
lead for
YouTubie.
skins. Today we're going to talk a bit about some of
To
the
taki
upcoming thematics,
nienerwarienowy.
some of our goals for 2024, and we're going to give you all an update on our ASUs. But first, I believe we owe you an updated prestige skin list.
Yes,
Okay.
we do.
Ta-da!
Rakan, Ezreal,
In
Kindred,
the
Evelyn,
first half of the year,
Kaylee.
you can
Tragedia.
expect prestige skins for Rakan, Ezreal, Kindred, Evelyn,
Nic mnie nie
and
interesuje z
Kayle
tego.
in that order. We'll be back later in the year to give you all an update on the second half of the year. We also wanted to give you all an update on our 2 ASUs. Lee Sin's base is finalized, and we've been working through his extensive skin catalog. We spent a lot of time testing out his
Okay.
animations to make sure we didn't impact his smooth gameplay,
Muay Thai?
and have been sure to similarly
dziwne.
focus on this with his skins. We're really excited to put him and his newly unbroken neck into your hands, and you can expect to bring him onto the Rift in early May. We
Okay.
did want to give you a heads up that we have run into a few challenges with Teemo. Such a troublemaker.
Mischievous.
Ugh, seriously. His ASU is taking us a bit longer than we originally intended, and we're currently figuring out our updated timelines, but we'll be back with an update later this year with a sweeper to let you know when
Dobra,
to expect
spoko.
an updated Swift Scout on the Rift.
All right.
Nie wnikam.
Now on to the new and returning skin thematics of the year. So first up, we're going to be celebrating the Lunar New Year with a brand new thematic called Heaven Scale, which pays homage to the rich cultural heritage of the holiday. In the world of Heaven Scale, a curious court of deities
Wait.
take on human guises and descend from their palaces in the clouds to take part in the mortal celebrations below. So Heaven Scale's design fantasy skews a bit more heavily into ancient historical divinity and garments in order to distance itself from our more modern takes on the Lunar New Year, like lunar beasts or firecracker. We wanted to take care to preserve the majestic and beautiful designs while also keeping a fun and
ładnie
celebratory
to
tone in
wygląda.
line with the spirit of the holiday.
A, to chłej.
We also have another brand new thematic coming up
Fajne.
that delves into a world where primal instinct reigns supreme, called Primal Ambush. Primal Ambush draws heavy inspirations from the refined skill of martial artists and the raw, fierce strength
Okay.
of tigers themselves. We wanted to show some
Raven.
love to our Southeast Asian players in particular with this thematic. We really drew a ton of inspiration from that region, the fashions of those cultures, where tigers naturally live and hold a great deal of cultural significance.
We'll also have the return of some
fancy.
established thematics like porcelain, recent favorite fairy court, as well as some well-loved thematics we haven't visited in a few years, like Project and Blood Moon. And you can expect to see all of these come out before summer this year.
We've also been taking a look at some improvements we can make outside of just what new
Nie wiem
skins
sobie,
are
czy jest jakaś
releasing.
linia skinów,
So
które
some
nie
of our
jarają aż
older
tak.
legendaries, for instance, were released before we started adding content such as legendary borders. So we're going to be going back to add them to skins that missed out. This includes skins such as Broloff, Corporate Mundo, and Dragon Trainer Tristana. Trist will actually be live in just a few days.
And finally, we have some skins coming out for champions who haven't had as much love in a little bit. As of filming, Rammus is currently sitting in the 1000-day club.
Wow, ale
and
ładny.
Olaf is hot on his tail.
All right, well, that's it for us for now. We're going to hand things over to the esports team who will give
O,
you an update
esport,
on
to
the
nas jara,
competitive side of the
strasznie nas to
league
jara,
that we
nie?
definitely
My
should be
kochamy
drafted
esport.
for.
Kto kocha esport, pisze w komentarzu. Kochamy esport, kochamy esport. Ty, ta laska pracuje w Riocie i ma Iron? Nie, mi było wstyd. Przyjść do pracy, powiedzieć, że mam Irona.
And I'm Chris Greeley. And we are so
Siemanko,
excited to
panowie
kick off
i
the
panie.
14th season of LoL Esports. And we want to give you a look at some of our plans for 2024. So let's start by talking about our global events, MSI and Worlds.
Okej.
We want our international events to have a strong regional representation so that the best teams from each region can fight it out on the global stage. This year, we're
Dobra.
making it so that there are 3 base slots for the LPL, LCK, LEC,
Czemu
and
LCS są 3
LCS at
sloty?
Worlds, with new ways for teams and regions to earn additional slots.
Ej, tak akurat spoko
The
jest.
LLA, CBLOL, PCS, and the VCS will have their slots remain unchanged.
And we're keeping the same double elim format from
było
MSI
spoko.
2023. But
To prawda.
we're going to up the stakes even more this year. For the first time ever, the winning MSI team will be awarded a guaranteed spot at Worlds, which also counts as an additional
Fajne.
slot for their region.
Ej, to akurat banger.
And the next best performing region at MSI will secure an additional world seed for their region.
Yeah, and we
Ej,
can't
ci mogą
wait
być
to
5
see the
teamów
increased
skin?
competition at MSI this year.
Ale
And while
jaja.
we're talking about MSI, we wanted to share that this year's MSI will be held from May 1st through the 19th in Chengdu, China.
Ej, Chengdu,
This is
Chiny,
the first
to
time
jest
we've
takie
brought a
super
global
miasto.
LoL esports event
To jest w
to
ogóle
this vibrant city,
w centrum,
and
w
we're
centrum
so
Chin,
excited
nie na
to see
wybrzeżu,
the
tylko w
amazing
centrum.
crowds
Ale
there
to
cheer
miasto,
on
jak
their
zobaczysz na
favorite
YouTubie, jest
team. We'll
takie
be back with
kosmiczne.
more updates on MSI the closer we get to it.
Kurde, może?
Last year
Możemy
in
tam
Korea, we
zaatakować?
announced that Worlds would be returning to
Ale to
Europe,
chyba nie takie
with the
proste.
finals taking place in
Trzeba
London,
by wizę
England at the
zrobić.
O2 Arena.
I
Today
polecieć
we
z
wanted to let you
przesiadką,
know where the
pewnie
rest of the
długą.
tournament will be held.
Well, we'll be kicking off Worlds in Berlin at our newly remodeled esports arena for the play-ins
Fajne.
and Swiss stages.
To na Worldsy na pewno
Then we'll head
atakujemy.
to the Adidas Arena in Paris, France for quarterfinals and semifinals. Fans
Na
brought
finał w
so much
Londynie?
energy
Na
to the
pewno.
Paris finals in 2019, and we're really excited to see what you all do for not just one, but 2 stages of Worlds there.
Worlds will run from September 24th through November 2nd, and we'll be back later this year as we get closer to the event to announce ticket sales dates.
Now, as we
Spoko.
embark on the 2024 season, we are so proud to commemorate 14 remarkable years of LoL esports. Throughout this decade and a half, we've witnessed pro players from around the world leave their mark, displaying incredible resilience, mastery of League of Legends gameplay, and inspiring millions of fans across the globe. To celebrate those who have made a lasting impact on the game, the sport, and the community, and really honor their legacies, we are proud to introduce the LoL Esports Hall of Legends.
Fajne.
There are a number of pro players worthy of being
To na
inducted
pewno.
into our
Faker.
unique version of a Hall of Fame.
Rookie.
So we've gathered an independent voting panel of
Showmaker.
esports industry veterans and
Insec.
experts from every region around the world to vote and select our very first inductee.
Each year, those inducted into the Hall of Legends
Deft.
will have their historic careers
Mata.
celebrated both IRL and in
O,
game.
IRL.
Now we're
Co będą
currently collecting
pomniki?
votes, and we'll be back
Pomnik
later
Fakera
this
w
year to
Seulu?
share more.
To było
And finally,
fajne.
all of our regional leagues are gearing up for
Pray.
the start of the
Na
2024
pewno też.
competitive season. You can tune in on lolesports.com beginning January 13th to keep up with all of your favorite
Ty,
teams
to za
and pros.
tydzień.
We can't
Okay.
wait to watch the 2024 LoL Esports season with all of you. Good luck and have fun on your climbs. Thank you in advance for tuning in and supporting your favorite teams and leagues. Now, here's Riot Brightmoon and Medler to wrap us up.
Dzięki. Ciekawe, jaka ta pani ma elo.
All right,
Czy ona w ogóle gra w
before we
LoLa,
go,
nie?
We wanted to remind you that we're celebrating a special birthday for League this year. We are turning 15.
15
We are
lat.
so
Ej,
close
bez
to being
kitu.
able to finally drive a car.
Well, in the US at least. But we're looking forward to celebrating with you all later this year. We're not doing new game announcements this time. This year is all about League and celebrating our 15th birthday with all of you.
So
Wow!
look forward to
Może
the
będzie wreszcie coś
celebrations
Widzę Legend,
coming
a
in
nie tylko
October.
Valorant!
And as a
Valorant!
reminder, don't forget to check out the
Jakieś inne gry
devlogs that go
w
into more
inne
detail
gry.
on some of the topics we discussed today. We'll also be back with our regular dev updates as usual after this video. So we'll be seeing you soon.
Best of luck on your climbs, and welcome to season 2024.
Dzięki, witam przybywacze. I to koniec? 23 minuty, a minęły jak parę sekund. Więc dzięki widzowie, że oglądaliście. Fajny materiał, fajnie przedstawili, fajne te zmiany, podobają mi się. Naprawdę większość z nich jest taka, no ciekawa, ciekawie się zapowiada ten następny sezon. Nie wiem jak ta mapa, jak te itemy, tego się troszkę boję. Z tym będzie największy młyn, ale reszta idzie to w dobrą stronę, dobry leci przekaz. Więc kto doszedł do końca, napiszcie, doszedłem do końca, cześć, pa!